Wait, what?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So we need an intro.
Yeah. How are you going to record that?
I don't know. I've just got you on loudspeaker.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know what we're gonna do.
Okay.
All right. That's good enough. That's a good enough intro.
Alright.
We do need a song though. Someone, if you're listening, just send in a song. I don't care what it is. Send in a song.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait.
What type of intro do we need?
We just need to be like, hello. We fucked up the intro.
Yeah.
We
did fuck it up.
Well, this is the intro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Play
Bye.
play podcast. Bye. So, the one suggestion that we had from Twitter was I was telling my Twitter pal Erin about the blowhole in our hometown of Kiama, and
oh really? No. I'm sorry. Continue.
People want to know more about the blowhole. Like, she said that it's like the Earth is like jizzing, basically.
What? It's not as interesting as it actually is, but it's just interesting how it actually works.
I don't find it that interesting.
It's easy to see how it works.
It's more. I think it's just science, erosion. You know, these things happen. A little hole gets a bit excited.
Basically, the way it works is all the locals in Kiama don't give a shit about it, except it's like the tourist thing in our town. A tourist attraction in our town. So basically, lots of tourists go and just look at it and take photos of it. But the way that us locals get our kicks is it's just a big hole in the ground that water comes out of. But tourists go up really close to it and they don't know it's going to go up really high, and then they get covered in water.
And you should mention that it's not just a hole in the ground that water comes out of. It's connected to the ocean.
It's basically a hole in the ground.
Because we live on the coast.
We live, it's just on the edge, like on the edge of a cliff. It's not fresh water just pumping out of this hole.
Wouldn't there be other blowholes around the world if there's so many coasts?
Yeah.
It wouldn't just we've got two.
Yeah, we have two.
We have two in one town. I'm pretty sure there'd be more on any other coast of the world.
What makes our rocks next to the ocean so much different to other coastlines?
If you have a blowhole in your town, leave us a comment
and show us a picture of it.
Yeah.
Show us your blowhole.
Imagine if we did a live podcast. Holy shit.
People would just blow their head off. They'd be like, "These guys can talk so much crap. I'm leaving this world.
Yeah.
Goodbye."
Imagine if we did a weekly one. I was like, I wonder if we could do a weekly one. I was like, oh my god, no.
A weekly podcast.
I think we could, but I don't know whether people could deal with it.
Yeah, it's just that would just be too much.
I know. It depends how many viewers we get.
Well,
not viewers, but listeners.
90's not bad.
We can just go by the comments on the next one.
The last one, I was like, if we get 20 viewers, I'll be pretty happy. And then we got 90, and I was like, well,
that's better than the first one. It's all you though, because Josh and I don't do much advertising.
Yeah.
We just sit there and let you do the work.
I told someone about TAFE today.
What?
He goes, no. It's like, all right.
We have a podcast where me and two of my friends get drunk and talk about periods. Do you want to have a listen?
The bears can smell the menstruation.
Because I just go, you should go on our YouTube channel. It's called Classic All Time Quality. Sometimes we talk about cats, and he goes, I might go on if you talk about cats.
I'll tell you what I could do. I've got a lot of spare time. We could just print out flyers, and I'll just go stand down the shop.
No.
People that listen to stuff on the internet don't use flyers.
Yeah, but
that's a terrible idea.
That's the worst.
Are you kidding?
That's a horrible idea.
I've been handed. I haven't been handed flyers, but I've come across a few.
Do you know how annoying are people handing out flyers though?
And if anyone actually reads it, they're like,
you do have a point. They are pretty annoying.
They're pretty annoying.
Like, I avoid them at all costs. I'm just like,
Like-
oh, fuck, I don't even need to go shopping anymore. I'm
Yeah.
just getting out of here.
If you're going shopping, you're there to do shopping, not to get flyers.
if anyone was to actually,
Unless you're flyer shopping and you've got a whole wad of them because you've been walking around different centres all day.
Then that's when you go to like a convention or something. You don't.
and if anyone was actually to read it, they'd go, "Oh, what's this for?" Oh, 3 20-year-olds have a YouTube channel.
They just go, why am I going to do this? Do I get anything out of
What
this?
if I use some
No.
false advertising there? Over 1 million hits on YouTube. Go on there, there's 90 views.
Well, we did hit 3,000 views the other day.
Do we?
I did
Yeah.
say that.
I didn't
I
know
was
that.
quite happy with that.
It's alright. Our most viewed one is the first one that we did, which
Is that
is
the carnival?
yeah, the carnivores one. It's
That
really,
was so funny.
it's really poorly edited.
That was our most horrible one.
yeah,
Why are there so many people interested in dinosaur games?
I have no idea why that has the most. I have no idea.
Who was searching these things anyway?
I don't know.
Do you have comments on them or not?
I don't know. I don't.
So we're left with no answers.
My favorite video that we've done is the Playboy Mansion one.
Yeah,
That's my favorite.
I like that. I did like that.
that was
When
fact-
Justin kept trapping people in the corner. Well, they trapped him in the corner and he couldn't move.
that was pretty funny. That one.
Yeah.
We had good fun doing that.
Yeah.
Uh,
But that game was like, I don't want people to be encouraged by the video and to think that some of the games that we play are fun, because some of them are just, that game is fucking terrible.
it's a horrible.
It's just you guys that make him fun.
There's like 20 minutes that I cut out where Justin and I had to do in the Playboy Mansion game, we had to do a topless photo shoot with a game character
Yeah.
model, and it was really awkward.
Yeah, it was.
And I cut the whole thing out because it was just nah.
It was pretty weird.
I also have to give a shout out to someone.
Oh, here we go. Here we fucking go.
Last time it went so well. So I have to shout out to my good friend Rebecca. You can follow her on Twitter at Rebecca Goodway.
You can. I won't.
I do.
What did she tweet about?
She tweets about how her daughter like shits her pants all the time.
That is funny.
It's-
I might follow her.
yeah, it's really funny.
I think I might create a Twitter account just to follow her.
Yeah, don't even follow me. Just follow Rebecca.
Does she tweet about Friday?
What?
No.
Rebecca Black, Friday, doesn't matter.
Oh my god. Sure, she'll be really offended now.
I don't-
Anyway.
She doesn't know me.
She
Not yet.
knows me.
Yeah, I know, but that she can't judge you by what I say.
Well,
I hope. Anyway, hello, Rebecca. I love you.
I have a question. That's the very, very hard question.
Okay.
You guys might need to think about it. Okay, who is the hottest girl on Game of Thrones?
Khaleesi. Sorry, I've seen her boobs heaps of times and I like them.
Any one of the whores.
Whore number 3.
What's that little girl's name with the bowl cut?
I don't even
I like
want
the
to
little-
tell you.
I like the
Oh.
little midget.
It's getting hot in here.
She's pretty hot.
Yeah.
The
No,
midget whore.
She's
no,
so
I don't know.
masculine.
I would say Khaleesi, but that's probably the only girl's name I know out of Game of Thrones.
And you don't even know her name.
What is it?
Daenerys. Do you know the actress's name?
Blondie McBlonde.
She's not blonde in real life though. Amelia
Damn it.
Clark.
Mrs. Game of
Well, you've
Thrones.
ruined everything. I don't have one then.
Sus. Amelia Clark is in my top 3. I have a top 3.
All right, tell us yours. The other two.
It's Amelia Clark, Emma Watson, and Jennifer Lawrence. And they're all like in the nerdiest things ever. All
I
the
don't
ones.
really get hung up on celebrities.
Yeah, neither do I.
I just don't like the fact that I'm never gonna meet them and that they're never gonna like me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. I don't think
I agree with that.
Like, there's
I-
no point getting your hopes up for something that's not gonna happen.
I agree. They'll never like you.
There's
you might meet them.
the chance that the chance that you ever like actually
Well,
get with one of them is
Hang
slim, very slim.
There is someone from our hometown of Kiama who dated Leonardo DiCaprio. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah, but she's good at what she does as well.
Is she? I don't know.
That's the only way she got to meet him.
Do you know what she does? Do you know who I'm talking about?
I do. It's in the back of my head though.
Don't worry. Let's not name names.
Yeah, we won't name names.
I don't want people. Well,
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
I know who it is.
she was on the Philip DeFranco show.
Really?
That's fucking insane. Like,
I don't know what that show is.
it's one of the biggest YouTube shows. It's a comedy news show on YouTube,
Yeah.
and it's like it gets like 2 million views per episode.
That's heaps crazy.
Kiama punching above its weight. Town
Yeah.
of 13,000 people.
Town of the Blowhole.
Yeah. How many times do you think celebrities get sent like body parts in the mail?
Less than one a year.
It must happen like
No way.
somewhat.
What kind of body part? Like a
Someone
finger?
must have been sent like a digit.
Well, they won't be able to send hands because you can't be able to send hands if you don't have hands.
Yeah, you can't paste it with your stumps.
You have to get a friend.
Yeah.
Hey, excuse me, pal. Can you please send my hand to Britney Spears? Okay.
I really don't think that they get body parts very often because, firstly, you'd need to find out where they live.
Oh, you could do that. You could send it to their manager or something.
Yeah, but
There's 7 billion people in the world. Most of them, I'd say, are crazies.
Yeah, there's heaps of hypotheticals
Okay.
that would probably be actually true. Like someone has
Yeah,
done it
I mean,
at least once.
There must be
yeah,
like
but it wouldn't be like a daily thing. They wouldn't go. It's another finger. It's another finger. Fuck my life.
what if that-
Now we've got 150. What are we meant to do with the bastards?
Jennifer Lawrence. There's a finger from Brendan Foy here. Oh, put it in the finger
Put
pile.
it with the rest of them.
I'll just sign it and send it back, would you?
But like maybe like nails and hair might get sent more often. Do you reckon
Yeah.
any people would send like their hair?
Yes,
if
I
you're
agree
crazy
with
enough,
that.
yeah.
I agree with that because hair doesn't hurt when you cut it off.
What if like someone did chop off their hand, and they said, "Can you send this hand for me to such and such actress?"
If
or
someone
actor?"
asked me to do
I
that,
think- I
Yes.
think they'd keep it on the lowdown.
It's a bit of a
They'd
It's
just be like, "Can you paste this for me?" And then they'd be like, "Where's your hand?" And you'd be like,
I wouldn't.
"Oh, I don't know."
I'd take them to the psych ward, then I'd send the hand.
no, but like yeah, if someone's already chopped off their hand
Yeah.
and they've said, "I've already chopped it off. Can you please send it for me?" You go, like you don't.
I'd
You
do
don't,
it.
you don't have much of a choice.
I'd do it for sure. If you're that dedicated that you've already cut your hand off, I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Fuck, look, mate, I'll do whatever you want."
Yeah.
They're a really good friend, though.
Yeah.
Like a really good.
I'd be like, as long as you bubble wrapped it so it's not going to get damaged and there's no blood going to seep out on the way, I'll definitely paste
Well,
that hand for you.
I don't think
I'll
they
give
want-
you a hand with that.
Oh.
Oh, so this weekend it's Mother's Day, I think.
Is it?
No,
Oh, yeah.
no, it's not. It's,
It's
next,
next
weekend.
weekend.
Sorry
Next
to shut you
weekend.
down like that.
Are you guys gonna do anything for Mother's Day?
I'm probably gonna get drunk somewhere.
Yeah,
Do Americans have Mother's Day?
Yes.
yeah, man. I don't know. I'm just gonna buy my mom a DVD. She loves that.
She loves that.
What?
There's so many different types of DVDs, and she just loves
A
a
show?
DVD,
Yeah,
a blank DVD.
Anything
Oh,
digital.
yeah. Basically,
anything you can watch.
I'll just find a show and I'd be like, "Hey, you'll like this." I'll get a Death Note on DVD, and then I'll watch it.
Death Note,
I'm gonna buy my mum another iron and an ironing board.
and then buy her like 5 men's shirts, and just get to work.
And some socks.
Yeah.
I have socks and a mug.
I'll buy her undies that only fit me.
You gotta love people that buy their parents or like their partners gifts that they want.
Yeah.
And then they just use them all the time.
Hey, kids! If you don't know what to get for Mother's Day, buy socks and a mug because
Yeah.
they love it.
Yeah.
They love all the socks and mugs.
They
that
can
say,
never have enough coffee mugs.
that say
Yeah.
#1 mum on them.
I've never
Yeah.
been in the situation where like I've purchased a gift that I've wanted for someone else or like vice versa.
I have.
But like it just sounds like the funniest thing ever. Like imagine if you turn 10 and your dad just goes, "Hey son, look, I just bought you a car, but until you turn 16, I'm driving it."
I was like
You
our
could do that.
our friend who bought for Christmas. He bought his mum a Bon Jovi T-shirt, knowing that his mum didn't even like Bon Jovi, so he could have the T-shirt.
Buy like a nose hair trimmer and like a shaver,
Why?
a face shaver. I should have clarified that.
Buy your mum a lawnmower and go, the lawn needs mowing.
Get outside.
Bathroom goods are always a win with the mum.
Smellies.
They love that shit.
Smellies. I stick with smellies.
Yeah, smell.
Perfume, deodorant.
Soap on a rope.
Soap on a rope.
The
Fragrance, candles, stuff like that. They love. Chicks love that.
amount of soap
Chicks.
on a ropes that
Chicks love that
Vince
shit.
has is ridiculous.
Soap on a rope. I've never seen the point of it personally.
Yeah.
Like I know what it's meant for, but I've got some pretty sturdy hands on me. Like I never drop the
Yeah.
soap.
Soap on a rope is possibly the worst.
The rope just gets in the way. You don't want
It's
rope
like-
burn in the shower.
It's like when you can't think of an idea, and then you look at the very bottom for the worst
Yeah.
idea that you can ever.
It's like the
It's a soap on
same
a rope.
principle as like any corded item that's meant to stop you losing things.
Do you reckon they still have milkmen?
I think in some places they do for retired people. They do.
Like in Kiama?
Yeah,
Yeah, Blue Haven.
blue. Fucking.
Lock
So
up your daughters.
Lock up your wife. So if people who don't know Kiama, we have a very big retirement village, and so there's, as well as having a young population, there's also a massive old population, and all the old people in Kiama are really fucking rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just the biggest war ever on oldies and youngies because they just hate each other equally.
It's literally on for young and
Yeah.
old, basically, because the old people they ride around on their scooters and just yell at kids, and it's like, oh, sorry.
You can sort of see where they're coming from though, because they've been there themselves once and they know how much kids are just assholes and stuff. But
Because kids are assholes.
yeah, I know, but you can't throw every kid in the same boat.
People
know
are
what I
just
mean.
assholes in
No.
general.
Old people just want everything straight away. They want to do it. But the thing is, they're too slow to actually do it.
Yeah, they're not as quick as they used to be.
I remember when I used to see people on mobility scooters, and then they'd get off the scooter and walk around. I'd just be like, "You lying bastard!
Yeah.
You're cheating the system." And then I realized it's not because they're disabled; it's just because they walk really
Lazy,
slow,
yeah.
Yeah.
lazy. Yeah, or lazy.
I saw a bloke one time, no joke. He had his legs over the handlebars.
Mm.
Like he was probably in mid to late 30s, riding a mobility scooter with his legs hanging over, and then he just pulled it up, stopped, stood up, lit up his smoke, and just started smoking.
Yeah.
And no joke, he probably had the reason he had it. This is an assumption, but he looked perfectly fine, but he looked like he actually did own it.
Yeah.
And the fact that I think he owned it was just a slight disability that he's just rigged, just reaped the rewards. Oh, I can get a mobility scooter,
Yeah.
so I'll just go do that.
Well, you can just buy one. I mean, there's nothing stopping us.
No, but I mean, I reckon he this is it is a massive assumption, but I think he would have got it on some sort of discounted price or a benefit or something like
Do
that.
you guys want to start a mobility scooter gang? All three of us can just ride around the streets of Kiama on mobility scooters, and then old people will inevitably be like, "You don't need that." And we'll be like, "Well, fuck you, mate.
Yeah.
We paid for them."
I'll race you to Blue Haven, cunt.
Shit. Doesn't matter what I need. I've got it now.
Yeah. So after saying all that, today I decided to see how many push-ups I could do. Guess how many I did.
Under 10?
I reckon you did 16.
What did you say, Ethan?
Under 10?
Yeah, specifics.
Probably pushing it for 7.
You guys think way too much of me. I did one.
One!
And
You
got
couldn't
tired.
do another one.
One!
And then I tried to do the plank. You know the plank?
Oh,
I used to be able to do that for a minute, which is okay.
yeah, no, that's pretty good.
I did it for 10 seconds and was fucked.
Yeah,
I don't know how this happened.
Well, it's not like it happens overnight though.
No, it happens
You haven't done it for since you probably left school. So
Yeah, the biggest thing is once you leave school, you go to high school and you have to walk everywhere. You do a lot
And
more
you-
exercise at
yeah,
school than
and-
you actually realize. That's
and
why
you-
you get so tired from it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you're also forced to do PE classes and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's you don't just go, oh, I want to go down to the gym. You're just oh shit, it's gym. I have to
Yeah.
go.
And then you get a car and you're like, fuck walking anyway.
Yeah, that's it.
exactly. I used to before I got a car, I used to ride my bike and skate everywhere. And
Yeah.
if I we wanted to go out to the shops, and Beatty and I rode 15 k's. We went out to Shell Harbour,
Yeah.
and we just rode out there because our parents weren't home.
Those were the days in the 2000s.
I remember my
What a
dad
decade.
always used to go, "Why don't you just walk there? It's not that far." He's like, "When I was young, I used to walk bloody," and like he'd tell me all these stories, and then I was just like, "Yeah, but you had a horse, like you don't need." I was like, "You don't need a license to ride a horse."
Yeah, but you had a horse.
Yeah, I was like, "But
yeah.
no, because Dad grew up on like property, and
I did as well.
You lived on a housing property.
so I used to say to Dad, "Oh, well, just buy me a horse and I'll ride that around."
Fuck off, Ethan. That would be your dad's response.
Get your own fucking horse.
Yeah, you're not getting a fucking horse. The shit.
Yeah. How are you gonna feed a fucking horse? You don't even feed yourself.
He's a lovely guy though.
He is the nicest bloke, but that's what he would say.
This is what I want to talk about. So at my university, University of Wollongong, there is a club called the Harry Potter Society, and they are basically the bane of my entire existence. Because what happened was one day it was like they decided to hold Harry Potter Day, and I had some study to do, and the room that I always just hang out in was where they wanted to hold their Harry Potter Day. But I was like, I'm gonna stay here. This is my room. I like to chill out on the beanbags and the laptop, watch some YouTubes. They were walking around with this big poster thing. It was from The Prisoner of Azkaban. It was like, have you seen this wizard? And
I
it was like
this.
like a Sirius Black thing. So it was like the outline, and they were getting photos of people with it, so their face was in it, so it looked like they've escaped
Sirius Black.
Azkaban, lol. But the thing is, they went up to me and didn't ask if I wanted a photo, and they just took a photo of me with this thing around me. And not only did they not ask me, they put it on their fucking Tumblr page. So I was on this fucking Harry Potter fandom Tumblr page, just me, like my face sprawled
Hating
across it.
life.
And now they always do shit around my university, and I see them and I'm like, I fucking hate you. And today they had a stall set up and they were selling Harry Potter wands and stuff. And I had to walk past them to get to where I wanted to be. And I just eyed them all off, and I was just like,
Yeah, I saw a
That's when you go tip their stall over.
I saw a I saw a Facebook update today actually saying that there was a Asian kid running down the like through the uni saying "Stop that thief!"
yeah, that's
He was chasing someone in like a cape or a cloak or whatever.
that same day.
It's the same Harry Potter
Yeah.
fans that just
That same day, they were running around. One of them was Bellatrix Lestrange, and they were running around while I was just trying to relax, screaming and yelling in the quiet beanbag room, pretending like reenacting like some Harry Potter thing when they were chasing someone trying to get them into Azkaban. And I was just like, I wanted to sit on my laptop and just have a nice quiet break, and it was fucking annoying.
I remember you
really-
telling me about that. It just makes me want to go up to them and just punch them in
it
the
makes
face.
me
It's
want
so
to go up there
stupid.
and witness this.
I don't want to witness this.
I do. I really want to watch it,
It's
and I
really
really want to
embarrassing.
go up to him afterwards and just go, "What are you doing with your life?"
That's like if
give
I-
him a shake and just go, "What are you doing?"
That's if I dressed up as SpongeBob and started going around reenacting SpongeBob episodes.
Yeah. And if I was Patrick or something,
Yeah.
just
We
like-
should do that, man. We're better than Harry Potter. SpongeBob. I'll be Squidward. Do you guys know what bronies are?
I know of them.
is
no.
that like brownies without a W?
Yeah, correct. No, bronies
No.
are...
Couldn't be more wrong.
Let me explain. Bronies are male adult fans of My Little Pony. And there are a lot of them. It's like a whole section of the internet of people our age and older who love, and our gender, who love My Little Pony. They're obsessed with it. And they go on the internet and write about it on forums.
That's fucked.
And they're like, oh, Twilight Princess is my favorite character. Twilight Sparkle, I think. Something. I don't know.
Twilight Pony.
Yeah.
Twilight shit ponies.
Pony number 2. What do you think about that?
I don't like that at all.
No.
I feel ill thinking about that.
I don't know how you
They
can even.
must have a mental problem, surely.
Like I've tried to figure out for so long if they watch it ironically or unironically, and they watch it completely unironically. They're like, no, it's actually a good show.
Do they actually? Do they have kids there, or do you don't know
Maybe.
really?
I don't
Because
know.
maybe they put it on with their daughters and then
Do
they
you
just
really?
got hooked on it.
Do you really think that they've like gotten any to
Well,
facilitate having
No,
kids?
but no, I don't know. Like it just makes me. It hurts my head to think about it because I just think they must have something wrong with their head. Like they must be fucked.
The thing is, if you want to like the show, fine, whatever. But this subgroup is like hell bent on promoting, like they're like, no, we should be allowed to like it, and they shove it in your face even if you don't say anything. They're like,
So it's like
we
a
can-
religion.
Bas-
It's like Christianity in the pony form.
I just don't understand though because
My Little Bible.
I just don't understand. I just don't understand why. I just can't understand how fully grown men are just like, yeah, My Little Pony. These little pink ponies with like different colored hair and stuff,
Yeah.
and like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, what about Barbie? Did they have like, I don't know, a same group doing the same thing when Barbie came out? Like,
Well, there probably is.
it's probably like, yeah, and that just does my head in. Like, why would middle-aged men like Barbies? Like, it's weird.
yeah, it's
But like, if they go on the internet, it's going to be like the more people that they find like that sort of thing,
The
then the more they're going to like it themselves.
and the more they're going to think that it's acceptable to like it.
Yeah.
But the
or,
thing
like,
is-
suitable, yeah.
it's not like we're missing something. It's not like, oh, there's actually very deeply layered plots.
Yeah,
and
it's not like it's an actual like
great
decent,
character
yeah, like-
design. No, it's like
a terrible show.
it's a children's very shallow children's show, which is fine for children, but adults should be watching proper shows like Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad.
What about the people that actually write My Little Pony? There has to be at least some men in there that work on that program.
yeah, but
Yeah, but they're getting paid to do it. It's different.
they're writing for children.
Yeah, but
And they're actually creating it. They're not just following it.
I just don't get how they could take it seriously if they're writing about it.
They probably don't.
They probably get out there and they're like, "Oh, we nailed another like 3 episodes
Yeah.
with some
Fuck yeah.
bullshit." Well, yeah,
Fuck
with
yeah,
some
let's get pissed.
with some bullshit that I just thought up while in the car on the way over here. Like,
Let's smoke some cones.
oh,
suppose you do
today
that-
Pony goes into the forest.
I suppose you do that about any job though. Like, if you're getting paid to do something, you don't care as much about what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you're paying to do something,
Unless you
you
have
put as much effort into it
Yeah.
as you can.
yeah, but unless you have the passion that like some people that have a job that they love, they go overboard and do like as much as they can. They actually enjoy it, but
Mm.
It's very worrying, very troublesome.
it is. It's just it's weird to think about it because it's just like, what kind of creeps are out there? Like,
If you like My Little Pony, you should go kill yourself and not reply to this.
unless you're a young girl, and then that's perfectly acceptable.
Don't kill yourself.
If you're a young girl, you have every right in the world to like this show, but
You have every right in the world to like this show, no matter who you are, but don't force it on other people.
yeah, and don't kill yourself.
And don't
please.
kill yourself over My Little Pony, please.
Yeah.
And don't blame us either. Blame Justin.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for listening. We made it to episode 4 somehow.
Somehow.
I don't even know how
I think
that
we're going to say that every episode though.
happened. I know. We can't have a weekly podcast though. It's too much.
I don't have
We'll
the
just
time
wait.
for that. Between me sleeping and gaming, it's not
We'll just
not
see,
possible.
see what the people think, and if they reckon we should have a weekly one, we'll
They
just do
won't.
it.
One every month.
If you want us to have a weekly one,
Tell us.
then fuck you.
Also,
It's
Then
not
eat a
happening.
dick and make some topics.
also
Not with the dick, just
Yeah.
make topics
Also-
on the side.
send us sound clips at classicalltimequality@gmail.com. They can be liners like we said, or whatever. Basically, if you send me any sound clip, it doesn't matter what it is, I will play it on episode 5. No matter what it is, I'll fucking play it.
Hopefully-
If it's a fart,
Yeah.
we'll more than likely be happy to
Well,
play.
I'll be more likely to
And
play it.
Yeah.
please don't send in a 50-minute sound clip because
Yeah.
that could bore people.
And don't
This is one I like to title "Sleeping."
don't Lois,
An
don't,
hour of sleeping.
don't do anything bad. I can't remember what it was that I had to advise people to do. But don't do whatever it was.
Don't kill yourself.
Don't kill yourself. Goodbye.
All right, see you fellas.
See ya.
Take care, and women.